In September of 2009, the September 11th Families Association, it's an organization out in New York, who took possession of, I guess in a joint relationship with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, they sent out a letter to firehouses, ambulance stations, all first responders, airports, public places, offering pieces of steel to make monuments or for display. So we sent the letter. I guess somewhere around. So that letter went out in September of 2009. I guess I got an email back in probably a year later, maybe in September, October 2010, saying that you were approved for this steel, and that was I can't even tell you. I mean, the emotion, just reading get choked up reading the emails, because that steel just doesn't. They're not just two pieces of steel that we have. They represent so much more. That steel represents. It goes beyond words. I can't even describe it. So we got approval to get this steel. So then that day came of April 7th, and we were going up to pick up our pieces of steel.
In January 2011, Vince DeSanto approached me, told me what the plan was, and had asked if I would do the fundraising, the brick engraving orders and stuff like that to help raise money for the memorial. So part of something that I had to do personally and for the fire company was be a part of that escort back from New York City with the steel.
April 7th, we had the honor of actually going to New York to Hangar 17 at JFK Airport to pick up the steel.
We made one stop at Rescue 5, which is the rescue company for Long Island, New York. That's the FDNY Rescue Company. We got to Hangar 17. We had two chief officer cars. We had a pickup truck with a trailer. We had our special service truck. They came out with the forklift. Forklifted our two pieces onto the trailer. And then they asked us if we wanted to go inside. And
just when they opened those big airport hangar doors was absolutely incredible. As soon as we walked in, you saw the subway cars, that were crushed with no windows, the massive piles of steel, the different signs that were out front of Ground Zero.
Boards that people wrote on. Have you seen my dad? Have you seen my son or sister? Have you seen this person's name?
Walking through and seeing all the steel I-beams and seeing the crosses cut out of them by the steel workers, or the Stars of David cut out of them by the steel workers, from the steel that were given to the families and the workers and the people that were there.
They had the columns that they kept. There was one they showed where it actually impacted, and they could figure out that that's where one of the planes went in. So they kept those, and the pieces are just massive, and they're just bent and twisted, and it's just shocking that they can move like that.
Probably the most touching thing that I saw that day was a little teddy bear with a note that said, "I miss my daddy."
The markings for the World Trade Center Plaza, the original spires were there. The radio tower that was on top of the one building was there, just laying there. So we got a chance to walk around there, and then they asked us if we wanted to go into the vehicle room. Ambulances, police cars, Port Authority cars, fire trucks. People died in these vehicles. It was extremely, extremely emotional. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing.
There was 20 of us that went in, and I think 20 of us walked out, crying or with tears in our eyes, just because it was that heartwarming and emotional for all of us.
It's hard to put that experience in words. It really is. It's an experience that not a lot of people get to see or even think about doing. And I was honored that I was asked to go along.
I think what it is pride and unity. We're a different breed of people. Not everybody gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, to to run a fire call, you know, to volunteer.
I think it's a certain people that can commit their whole life to giving back to their community, country, state, without a second thought. And it doesn't matter what the sacrifice or consequence may be.
The support that we got coming home was out of this world.
Police escorts with the lights and stuff, and making sure people didn't cut in front of us or, you know, interfere.
We finally got back here. We were right on time with bringing this steel home.
It was a sense of pride with the amount of people here, and you know, that just, it changed all those emotions from Hangar 17 to, you know, what good we're doing with this project for the community and for, you know, for our part of the state of Pennsylvania, the region, you know, for people to be able to come and see it and be a part of.
We have a piece of history here in King of Prussia, in Upper Merion Township. It makes people believe that anything can happen. So, you know, there's your hope that the future is bright.